Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy playthrough video. This episode, we're finally beginning Heavensward. It's going to be the first episode of my Heavensward playthrough. I'm so glad that I've finally gotten to this point, and yeah, I'm super excited to see what comes next. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes of A Realm Reborn or any of the other Final Fantasy videos, be sure to check out the link in the description below to the full playlist, or you can click right up there. So the finale of A Realm Reborn was pretty crazy, huh? I think it's worth a quick recap. So in Ul'dah, we had Nanamo, the Sultana, decide that she was going to dissolve the monarchy, but she hadn't told anybody yet. And that was to lead Ul'dah on the right path to, I guess, a republic, and to help stem the kind of revolt that was happening, the revolution that was secretly spearheaded by Teleji Adeleji. Then, simultaneously, we had the situation in Ishgard, namely Emeric and Lucia, who were asking for our help to protect their city from the onslaught of dragons. But those dragons were then basically led into the city by none other than Iceheart, our good old friend Iceheart. So why would she do that? I don't know. That's a big question to me right now. And all of this comes to a head at what's known as the Bloody Banquet, where we had a celebration of the successful defense of Ishgard from the dragons, hosted in Ul'dah. And we witness Nanamo's assassination via poison chalice, pretty much. We see Alphinaud taken into custody by his own crystal braves, thanks to Ilberd now leading them, who then goes on to chop off Rauban's arm after he kills Teleji after finding out about Nanamo's assassination. And all that ends in a duel between those two, between Ilberd and Rauban, and we don't know what happened there. But if we look at the Heavensward trailer, Rauban is, alive, and he's sitting in a cell with a big beard in HD, which was really cool. But he's alive and he's in a prison cell, so I guess he's all right. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out soon though. So then at that point, all the Scions are fugitives on the run and are eventually all like split up because they all wanted to do the whole go on without me, no, you guys go on, I'll stay. And then finally Minfilia gets some like magic spark from the Echo again. Lucky for some, I guess. And then she decides that she needs to run back towards the enemies and says go on without me kind of thing again. And then we run out of the sewers, she's gone. So we don't know if any of our friends are alive. And then we meet up with Alphinaud and some new guy. We get our asses saved by Cid, who Ubers us the heck out of Ul'dah and gets us to Kurthus, and we're taken in as basically refugees by Lord Haurchefant alongside Tataru and Yugiri. And then we have the big reveal right at the end where we see Urianger talking to the Ashens. What the heck's that about? If you guys haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check out my Heavensward trailer / cinematic reaction before you watch this video, because I give some good background on where my mind is at in terms of the story. So definitely check that one out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really, really does help out. But yeah, your guys' support has been like freaking insane throughout the whole Realm Reborn, and I hope I can continue to keep you guys entertained for all the expansions yet to come. But yeah, anyways, let's get started with Heavensward. Let's do it. All right, so we're here. I think this is called the Gates of Judgment, right? You might notice something different. Yes, I dyed everything white. I figured it was kind of fitting for the setting that we're going into and stuff. I think it looks cool. It's all the augmented ironworks gear. I even dyed the bow. I think it looks pretty sick in like I think it's an ash gray. So yeah, I did that. That's slightly different, but I'm sure I'll be getting more and more gear. Unfortunately, no, I'm not like these other big creators that has a line of of mounts that, stack up here, but I'm gonna do the walk anyway. Or the run, I guess, and the sprint with Peloton. Classic. Finally, who do I talk to here? I guess I just talked to this guy, Marcelin. Are you gonna let me into Heavensward? Are you into Heavensward? Yeah, let me into the expansion. Ah, the captain of the sellswords, the savior of the steps of faith. What business urges your return to the gates of judgment? He doesn't let me in. Well, expansion cancelled, boys. What the fuck do I do now? Guys, I'm all alone. I have no friends. Help. Help. Let me in. Let me in. They want to put up a wall? I'll show you a wall. Here we go. We're going to do the run along the Great Wall of Clouds, I think it's called. But we're going to do it with a mount. Oh. Oh. This is cool. Slightly scary. No. So we've had our moment. Remember I had the moment where I went all into the little sylph place and they were all level 40. I was like level 20. Yeah, that was that moment for this expansion. We've had it. We've got it out. We've cleared the air. Okay. Ah, here we go.
The dawn's light will shine again.
What? Who the fuck's this guy? Where'd Alfie go? Wow. Well, maybe this'll help me like him better. We'll see.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
I don't think that's the best idea, dude. So he's still an idiot despite his voice change.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Did his voice change too? No.
Lord Haurchefant.
It's Haurchefant. I think it's still the same.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Okay, so he's helping us. Satari's happy about that, at least.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
Good, Alfie, good.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Okay, nice.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Are you really certain? They got flattened, dude. They're all dead.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
Nice.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Aw, we're friends.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
Oh, now it's time to go to Ishgard.
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Sounds good. She speaks. Okay. Now we finally go to Ishgard. Oh. Nice. I like the change in the quest completion music. That's cool. A dramatic organ. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. So, now they will. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor where we shall meet again. Until then, now it's time we go. Okay, I'm waiting for you all to... you all should be waiting there for me, right? Okay, take 2. We are at the gates of judgment. You see that I am now all dyed gear and... yes, we already did this. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Wards of House Fortin. Ah, yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishgard. Yes. It's the song from the trailer. Click up there.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
The die was a good idea.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood.
I like this guy's, the narrator's voice.
With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Oh, we're in. That's a big ass gate. Who is going to greet us? Okay.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church.
It's not going to be a religious thing, is
The
it?
last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses.
Cool.
A land that after a
Not
1,000
cool.
years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
Holy shit, that's a big apple. It's like the size of her head.
Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood.
Are we like the first ones to ever be allowed in here? From like elsewhere?
In the
Or not
midst
ever,
of the
but...
Dragon Song War they came. 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change.
God,
Though
it looks so
none knew
cool.
Then, how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmont de Forton, Heavensward. Heavensward! Cool. Okay, so we get our first view of inside Ishgard. Okay, yeah, let's talk to this dude. Greetings, Master Keeves. On behalf of House Fortom, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all would come with me. Wow. Damn, this is sick. The Pillars. Oh. Oh. Hello! Hello, guys! I'm your new neighbor. Oh. Jeweled Crozier. Wow. What? Look at this place. It's so pretty. Did everybody else react the same way as I'm reacting right now when they saw this for the first time when it actually came out? I suspect they did, because this is such a change from like everything we've seen. This is so cool. I'm not even... What? It just keeps going. Oh my god, this is so sick. Oh. Don't want to drop down there, which I'm near to doing. Wow, look at that. Wow, so look at this. We have... This is like the Royal Promenade, nearly. The design of this is so sick. I like the gold and the blue. And I made such a good decision, dude. Look at this shit. It's the colors match up so well. Ah, this is so cool. Who is that? What's the statue? Is this... What is it? Halone? 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 Wow. That's a sick sword. Dude, this place is so cool. It just... Oh my god, dude. It just keeps fucking going. What's in here? The Supreme Secret Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. That doesn't sound too promising. We all know what comes with inquisitory doctrines. I like the little trees and stuff. They're really nice. The Warrior of Light and his brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortom Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. We're going to his house.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmont de Fortemps, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
His voice is really good too. It really suits him.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
You're
Forgive
welcome.
me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
I mean, not wrong.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Fair enough.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city?
Already done, but go ahead.
You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Though our friends in House Fortemps have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. Of course, it is only proper that we learn about our new homes so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. So it would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something that I must give you ere we part. Whoa. A present? Their documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord? Oh, we need false identities, duh. Oh my god, they actually exist. They're not invisible. Best upgrade so far. Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortemps. What does that mean? Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortemps. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. So we don't even need fake IDs. These guys are just all in on us. They're like, yeah, sure, we got your back. That's sick. I love it. To Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. Let's go. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled Crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If there are no questions... Excellent. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. Very nice. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. Of course. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thordan's famed Knights 12? Ah, I see. Very good, Master Alphinaud. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elias, our master of the markets. What is this contraption? Is that a kettle? Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all the guy who saved your ass. Ah, wards of House Fortemps. How very interesting. Count Edmont has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable, young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? I'm broke. Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever your desire, it can be found in the crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Sick. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza and Foundation. If everyone is ready? Hi. And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. What does that mean? That just makes me want to go there. I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphinaud. Oh, it's the slums. I see. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Is he a resident of that place? You misjudge me, sir, for I'm no lord, but a humble traveller. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the Hopland and gawp at the statues? Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night, if your nursemaid'll let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphinaud. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Night for myself. But he's gonna ask me to come. I knew this was gonna happen. I trust you see the wisdom in this too. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. Bad idea. Bro, you can't even... She can't even fight, like, what were they? Rats? Level 1 rats? What? Yo! Can I pick them up? I want to throw snowballs. How about I throw a fucking arrow at your face, little boy? Huh? You want to play games? This is not a game. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master... Gibralon. Just Gibralon will do, and I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's fallen, the broom rolls in thick. It's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your bit just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Forton Manor. You go on ahead without me, I'm staying for a drink or two. What? Miss Tataru? I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh please, you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Famous last words. Not that I doubt the lady's knack of fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Tu and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Why do I feel like this is a terrible idea? It might also be a great idea, though. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. Your guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or laying. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you're willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good, what would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you're an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoriel and Emmanellain in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honoured guests' assistance. Yeah, you do. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Yeah, you get a day off. Hold your tongues. By the fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Master Caves the respect he deserves. Damn right, I like this guy. This is the man who slew Gaius van Belsar, and some half-dozen primals besides. He's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. I'm at home. I'm at home. If you can pardon them their impropriety, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. Did he just pull the finger? What? It would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of his opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Forton has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Who do we pick first? Do we pick this guy or this guy? Do we pick Emmanellain or do we pick Artoriel? Artoriel. Emmanellain was heads, Artoriel was tails. Emmanellain it is. Shall we be off then, old boy? Ah, but where are my manners? Emmanellain de Fortom, second son of Count Edmont de Fortom. Trueborn, that is. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meagre allowance, forever overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artorial. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding, ha ha ha. Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Laniaitte. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you anything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. It's gotta be like outside then, right? So it's gonna be a whole place? Oh, from the trailer. Yes, the floating islands. This is sick. Admittedly, they look better in the trailer, of course.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home.
It's a big ship. So Cid designed that.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore.
Isn't this so cool?
Fledgling outpost within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
Me? Is he talking about me? So we're getting off of a mini ship onto a big ship. Oh, the whole thing is a ship? I thought they were going to do the PS5 thing where the cutscene goes into the gameplay. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all of the time, you know? Never mind, we need to find Lady Laniaitte. She is in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. Wow, look at this place. Oh, there's stuff over there. Welcome, I am Sir Laniaitte de Laniaitte, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I'm in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so, were it not for you my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Ah. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Hallownay, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's saviour in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. Classic. Ahem. 'Tis a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Laniaitte. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Emmanellain, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Caves. Ha! Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravanian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. Did she not just say to shut your mouth, dude? I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come. While I understand Count Edmont's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emmanellain from shirking his duty. Again with this shit, you guys are right beside each other. A request from Laniaitte? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few arms away. Nice one, devs. Now they're finally... Okay, cool. Oh, never mind, what is it? Oh, choices! A mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. A mission? Yes, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. What a simp. I do not believe I've properly introduced myself. My name is Honroy. I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emmanellain. Lady Laniaitte would have me accompany Lord Emmanellain on his mission. I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Hopefully nothing got lost in translation there. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you're more skilled at this than most. I suspect you've had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Now that Emmanellain is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. Yo, what up, boys? Come. Finished with your patrol. Anything to report? Some dudes with knives. Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Haurchefant has blessed us with a mighty ally. Lord Emmanellain has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Haurchefant's Siren, to the east of here. I would have you and Emmanellain bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you've doubtless grown accustomed by that now. Good luck and be safe. Lady Laniaitte told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? We'll go with the vital option. Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go. Oh, perhaps it is the spring crystal Lady Laniaitte seeks. Nice. Have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating. Lord Emmanellain has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him. Pray search the southeastern area of Haurchefant's Siren as swiftly as you are able and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. Okay, what happened to him? You surveyed the surrounding area for a time, but see no sign of Emmanellain. Lord Emmanellain has been taken by the Vanu. They have my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Well, he did ask for it, did he not? What do we see, bot? Oh. What are they? The Vanu must have taken him into that village. Mayhap to present to their chieftain. Oh. Oh, they're gonna put him on one of those things. on a skewer. Like, and they're gonna cook them for dinner. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Laniaitte what has happened. Yet by the time I return with aid, it may be already too late. Forgive me for asking, Master Kids, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Emmanellain in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. Duty commenced. Oh, we're just rushing them? Alright, let's go. Yo, boys. I should probably save that for later, but there are more pressing matters at hand. He's just content with sitting watching. Alright, I guess. Let me steal your dinner. Alright, dummy. Come on. Where are we going? Huh? He just got fucking slapped. Duty complete? Okay, cool. He's scared out of his mind. Uh-oh.
Reinforcements? Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vundo, royals like blackest storm clouds, offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Don't know what you're talking about. Anybody translate? Oh. What the heck? It looks kind of cool. He's got like armor? Holy shit. What the heck? It's like a wheel bird thing.
The white, mighty Bismarck, Lord of the Mists.
Don't tell me this is a primal. It's not a primal.
Flying whale? By the fury, it's a primal.
Why? What is these? What are these tribes' obsessions with summoning primals? Jump? Sid? Maybe?
Damn!
Come on, Sid.
Bloody typical. Alright, we're going in.
Nice.
Aye, aye, Chief.
Wait, did their voices change too? Also, it's good to see them, finally. Where the f were they?
All aboard!
Were they with him when he saved our asses? I don't think they were. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, he just had to be overly dramatic for no good reason there. Yeah. Sid with the save once again. Oh shit. Maybe not. Oh my god, it's huge! Well, looky who we have. Oh, did he get a new outfit? Sid got a new outfit, I think. He put on his coat because it's cold. Aw. The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. It's not as if you haven't done the same thing for us on a few previous occasions. Alright, more than a few. 'Twas but a blind chance that brought us together this time. In case you were wondering, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently, they just can't seem to get her flying. I knew he was going to come in and fix it. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you'd arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought, just as said lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. Okay, dummy. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know? Me? Dead? On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal. And that old boy is no small feat. I've made an historic discovery. A fact even Lady Laniaitte will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I'm looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? Where even are we? Praise Helone, I feared the worst. What happened out there? Well, this guy's an idiot, and he got himself near eaten for dinner. A primal? Are you sure? Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the White Whale Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the Sea of Clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward people of Camp Cloudtop. You mean to say that they have fallen under the primal's influence? I recall reading such things in the documents provided by Master Alphanode. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Laniaitte? A little recognition for the hero of the hour? He thinks is going to be him. A few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on? Why yes, you're right of course, Master Kids deserves all of that. And more, for having risked his life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there's naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Master Keys, you've done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Haurchefant and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Laniaitte. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. He's delusional. All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. Cool. I confess, I've always been rather fond of airship travel. I just teleported, so I don't know what you mean. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy having cheated death yet again. Haha. In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Emmerich of all that has occurred. Emmanellain should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he's recovered from his ordeal? No! Oh, it's you. Gods, did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own. Recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? Oh, misery me. He lives a hard life. Okay, well, there's the first little quest series done of Heavensward. I'm enjoying it so far. I like all the new places and the new characters. They feel a lot better written already. Little comedic elements to them and stuff. So if you guys don't want to miss the next one, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any new uploads. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you for episode 2. Take care. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It really helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new upload. Also, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi, hang out during streams. I hope to see some of you guys over there. Anyway, peace.